It's your boy Phil, the king of thrift. Today what I'm going to be talking about are my top 9 tips and tricks for crushing it at the Goodwill bins. Make sure you subscribe to this channel if you want to learn how you too can work from home and be your own boss. The Goodwill bins, there's a lot of talk about it on the internet now, is where I got my start out, was the Goodwill bins, back some 15 years ago. And right here in Houston, I used to shop at the Goodwill bin, and I sold exclusively shoes. One thing to remember when shopping at the Goodwill bins is you want to make sure that you arrive early. Get there when they open. That way, I mean, it's always going to give you a competitive advantage to get there early. And also, number 2, you want to make sure that you're basically, bring a lunch, pack a lunch. In other words, plan on spending the day there. And if you can't spend the day, at least clear your schedule for a good 4 or 5 hours. Because, that's the time that you're going to need if you want to find, if you want to get those treasures that you're looking for, if you want to come home with a decent haul, then you need to be ready to spend at least 4 or 5 hours, if not the entire day. Be patient. And the reason you need to be patient, like I said, you're going to be camped up there. You're going to be camped out up there all day. And, it's not like you're going to be busy the entire time going through everything. Now, because, once you're there for, a couple, 2 or 3 or 4 hours or so, you're going to pretty much have gone through everything, maybe a couple of times over by that point. I actually had to do this outside. Yes, the Goodwill bins were outside. They were dirt floors, and we had giant fans in the corners. Back then, they did bring out only shoes, and now they do bring out a lot more other things. And actually, interesting story, the reason that they shut down the location here in Houston was because someone actually got stabbed. When you went in to get shoes, I mean, you had to be ready to bang. I mean, because people would they were just mobbing. Be patient and be willing to wait while they bring out new merchandise, because throughout the day, they do bring out more merchandise. Be ready to dig, guys. You got to dig, because a lot of times, you want to skim in, and I know you really don't want to dig in there. It gets kind of dirty sometimes, but you'd be surprised at how many times that I have dug down deep. And, once I get down to the very bottom of the bin, and that's when I find the good stuff. A lot of people just don't want to dig that deep. Some people are too short to dig that deep. So, don't be scared to dig. You want to grab first and check things out later, So in other words, grab everything that you can, grab anything you think might be money, throw it in your buggy, and then check it out later. Because if you try to check things on the spot, people are going to be grabbing things all around you, right and left, and you're going to miss out on, good merchandise. If you can, come with a partner. If you come with someone else, then that's going to give you an advantage, because number 1, there's 2 of you, you can get twice as much. But also, that gives you someone to watch your buggy. Because if you don't watch your buggy, you're going to get sniped on. Yeah, someone's going to reach into your buggy. They're going to take your merchandise. Tip number 6, guys. Try to form allies and friendships in these places. So be friendly, try to get to know people, try to form allies, and this is going to help you, with your connections. You want to have as many connections as you can in this game. It's always easier with a team. Teamwork makes the dream work, right?